It may not look like spring, it definitely doesn't feel like it, but some of those migrating birds are back, like these California gulls. And these Canada geese. A lot of them stick around through the winter, but there's a bunch that go south too, and they're migrating back north again. These little golden-eyed drakes have got fresh new black and white feathered tuxedos. Gotta impress the ladies. But I'm betting these first birds, like these American widgeons, they're not too impressed with the weather. Though it was sunny, that cold wind coming out of the north didn't feel very spring-like. Still, there were a lot of birds on the open water of the Little Bow below Travers Reservoir. And I did see several bald eagles. They're migrating through too, and they're making pretty good sport for the ravens and magpies and crows. Though the day was chilly, the sun still had enough power to melt some of the snow. And as I went further south, I could see where it was running across the open fields and gathering up in ponds. It's nice to see this much water moving. Hopefully a bunch of it is getting into the ground. The ponds that the meltwater is forming make great places for water birds like these Canada geese. And I even saw my first pintails of the year on one of the ponds. Love those guys. Those damp, muddy fields are a great place for these migrators to forage. But the big bodies of water like Keel Lake have very little open water. Still, the birds are accumulating. I saw mostly Canada geese, though there were others around, like these bald eagles, just watching for something to crash and burn. And on the north side of the lake, those big wide open fields were absolutely covered with birds. There had to be at least a couple of thousand of them. I put up the little drone to see what the attraction was, and yeah, there's little potholes and stuff in there full of water, great places for the birds. And then this bonus, tundra swans. First I've seen this year. But spring really is taking its time getting here. And those big birds, those big flocks that I found further south, they haven't really moved that far north yet. The bald eagles, they've been around and coming through for, well, a month now. This one was particularly accommodating. It wasn't worried that I was there at all. And there is some melting going on. This pond was absolutely dry last fall. Now it's filling up again. And ponds like this are what those migrating birds need. The first birds of the new season, they're already here. Hopefully the ones that follow will drag springtime with them.